I always believed marriages break slowly, cracks forming over time, arguments deepening, affection thinning. But mine? Mine didn't crack slowly. It snapped. Violently. And without warning. It began on a Wednesday morning, just after sunrise. I was sipping tea, half awake, when a message popped onto my phone from an unknown number. "Ma'am, this is Advocate Reina. Your divorce hearing is scheduled for next Friday. Please confirm attendance." My divorce hearing. My teacup slipped from my hand and shattered across the tiled floor. My husband, Daniel, was humming in the bathroom, shaving like it was any other morning. Like he hadn't just detonated my world behind my back. I stared at the message again, unable to breathe. I walked toward the bathroom door, pushed it open, and held the phone up. "Daniel, what is this?" He didn't even turn around. Didn't flinch. Didn't pretend. He simply said, "You weren't supposed to know yet." Those 6 words ruined any chance that this was a misunderstanding. I felt my knees weaken. "You filed for divorce, without telling me?" He finally looked up at me through the mirror. Composed. Cold. "It's for the best. Let's not make this ugly." My voice trembled. "You blindsided me, Daniel." "But what did I do?" He wiped his razor, shrugged, and said, like he was talking about a minor inconvenience, "We grew apart. You know that. I deserve someone who actually understands me." A ghost of a smile tugged at his lips. A smile that said there was more he wasn't telling me. Something dark. Something calculated. And in that moment, buried beneath my shock, the truth whispered itself. This wasn't about love. This was about a plan. His plan. A plan so big he needed me out of the picture. That message from the lawyer wasn't supposed to reach me yet, and Daniel knew it. His jaw tightened. His nostrils flared. His little slip-up infuriated him. "You weren't supposed to find out until the court issued notice," he muttered. He stormed out of the bathroom and grabbed his keys. "I'll be late tonight. Don't wait up." And just like that, my husband walked out. Not like a guilty man, but like a man whose next move depended on my confusion. Because he thought I would crumble quietly. He thought I would accept it. He thought I would walk into court alone, uninformed, unprepared. But what he never expected was that I'd uncover his real secret. A secret that wasn't just betrayal, it was a crime that I went straight to the lawyer whose number had messaged me. Advocate Reina was brisk, confident, and more than a little irritated at her own mistake. "You weren't supposed to get the message yet," she admitted, cheeks red. "It was meant for next week after the notice was filed." "So Daniel asked you to keep this quiet from me?" She hesitated, eyes flicking toward her desk. "He requested discretion." Requested discretion. Legal words for deception. She handed me the petition. When I opened it, my heart clenched. Daniel had claimed irreconcilable differences, emotional instability, failure to support his ambitions. And worst of all, he wanted full rights to our shared property. But as I flipped through the papers in that cramped little office, a name caught my eye. Applicant's witness, Clara Rivera. His new client. His new business partner. The woman he insisted was just helping with marketing. The woman who texted him at midnight. The woman he always stepped outside to talk to. I should have connected it earlier. But trust makes you blind. And Daniel had counted on that blindness. Not anymore. That evening, Daniel returned home late, past midnight, smelling of perfume I didn't own. He didn't see me sitting in the dark. "Where were you?" I asked. He froze. The briefest second. But enough. "Meeting. Why are you awake?" I walked toward him, stopping inches away. "I know about Clara." His face didn't change. No denial. No shame. Nothing. "Then you finally understand why this divorce is necessary." Something inside me snapped. "Daniel, if you want to leave, leave. But why lie? Why do it in secret? Why try to take everything from me too?" For the first time that night, he smirked. "Because, Elena, if you don't have anything, you can't fight me." He said it like a man who had already won. Like a man who believed he was untouchable. But arrogance makes people sloppy. And Daniel was about to make the sloppiest mistake of his life. 2 days later, I received a call from an unknown woman. Her voice was shaky. "Is this Elena Holt? Daniel Holt's wife?" "Yes. I think you should know, he's lying to you. He's lying to everyone." My stomach twisted. "Who is this?" "My name is Sarah. I work at the county clerk's office. Daniel was here last week. With a woman. They filed for a marriage license." My breath punched out of me. He can't file for a marriage license, I whispered. He's still married to me. I know, she said softly. That's why I'm calling. I don't know what he's planning, but he filed the license under a different county, one far away from your home. Maybe he thought no one would notice. The second marriage license. Filed while still married to me. A criminal offense. A perfect weapon, for me. Sarah emailed me the copy. And I printed it. And kept it carefully. Hidden, protected, sealed in an envelope. Daniel thought he controlled the story. He didn't know I held the ending. The day of the hearing arrived. Daniel walked in wearing a tailored suit, smugness radiating off him. Clara sat beside him, legs crossed, smiling like a woman who believed she'd won her prize. Daniel didn't even acknowledge me. He whispered something to his lawyer and smirked. He thought today was a formality. He thought I'd show up confused, broken, humiliated. Instead, I stood tall. Confident. Judge Patel entered. The hearing began. Daniel's lawyer spoke first, listing reasons for the divorce and Daniel's emotional suffering. I didn't interrupt. I didn't shake. I didn't look at Daniel once. The judge turned to me. Mrs. Holt, do you have a response? I stepped forward. Yes, Your Honor. I do. My voice didn't shake. My hands didn't tremble. Because I had the truth. I handed her the sealed envelope. Inside was Daniel's second marriage license. When she read it, her entire expression changed. Mr. Holt, she said slowly, are you aware that filing a second marriage license while legally married is a criminal offense? Daniel's entire face drained of color. Clara's smile cracked like thin glass. What? That's impossible, Daniel stammered. She forged it. But the judge had already run the file number. Confirmed the clerk's approval. Confirmed Daniel's signature. And confirmed Clara's signature. Gasps echoed through the courtroom. Judge Patel's voice cut through the tension like a blade. This is an attempted illegal bigamous marriage. This court will not only dismiss your petition, Mr. Holt, but we are also opening a formal investigation. Daniel stumbled backward as if struck. His lawyer closed his eyes, defeated. Clara began crying. And I felt a peace I hadn't felt in months. I turned to Daniel and whispered one final sentence. You weren't supposed to know I had this. His own words. Thrown back at him. The investigation revealed everything. Daniel's affair with Clara. His secret bank accounts. His attempts to hide assets. His plan to leave the country with her after the divorce. He lost nearly everything. His reputation. His savings. And the court ordered him to compensate me for emotional damages. Clara testified against him in the end. Loyalty is easy when things are good. But when the walls fall, the truth spills. Months later, after the dust settled, I moved into a small apartment overlooking the city. Quiet, peaceful, mine. One evening, I received a small package. No return address. Inside was a single note. Thank you for saving me from the biggest mistake of my life. Sarah, the clerk who warned me. The stranger who risked her job to help me. Her courage had changed everything. And I realized something. It wasn't Daniel's betrayal that defined me. It wasn't the courtroom victory either. It was the moment I chose to stop being afraid. Daniel thought he could script my ending. But I rewrote it myself. And this time, my story belonged to me.